straight down there? They must do, because that looks like it's a dead end. And it's back up to 50 again. Timings aren't very good, because I'm like 2 minutes late. This map is quite nice, I'm enjoying it, apart from the really bad frames in certain places. That looks like a speed bump. So I'm actually going to slow down for that. Yeah, it's a speed bump. So yeah, looks like... Where do I go now? Do I go down that bus lane bit? I must do, because it's directed for bus, yeah? You must do. This is like the first French map I've driven. It's not really a sort of area or sort of country that's... I've got to be honest, France interests me in very few ways, I'll be honest. Just in general, like, for me, there's very few things about France that I legitimately find interesting. But, hey-ho. Still nobody. So, I mean, there's a decent amount of people on board. It's not as if there's like one person.
Prochain arrêt, Dano Research. Correspondance avec la ligne 9110.
What the fuck? Okay, it's a roundabout. I guess that's like their version of a mini roundabout. Just paint a circle in the middle of the road. No idea what the speed limit is either. Probably 50. Oh look, it's Airbus! Dude, they've put an Airbus building in. That is actually cool. For those of you who don't know what Airbus are, they're a manufacturer of a plane. They made like the A320 and stuff. And the big A380. I knew they were French. That's really cool he's put that in. That's pretty MLG. And he's got the logo pretty good as well. Guess we go in this straight lane. 15 kilometers an hour. That's like 5 miles an hour. Oh, because there's barriers. More poppies. Looks quite nice. I feel like I'm in the wrong lane now. I guess it's like some kind of financial complex, maybe financial district or something. Looks quite like upmarket. Frame rates are dropping a bit. I've had a colourful building. What's that say on the side of it? Enba. Was that some kind of art gallery or something? I don't know. So, I guess that's like some kind of museum or art gallery or something. I can feel an entire series coming on this map, on like the 4 variants of the 9106 and then the 11. I really can feel like a whole series coming on. Oh, Danone Research, yeah, so it must be like some kind of pretty upmarket, like university sector or something.
Prochain arrêt, École nationale supérieure des techniques avancées Moulin Sud. Correspondance avec la ligne.
Yeah, so it looks like you have to double click the limits. For it to like advance to the next stop. does that mean? A diamond with a flashing exclamation mark? I don't know what that means. Where's Vans? Is that some kind of rental place or something, I guess? It's over here. Apartments. By the looks of things. Who is ICI? There's a lot of boards for them. I don't know what they do. I swear I've heard of it. There's a restaurant there. I'm sure I've heard of ICI. I still don't know what the speed limit is. Oh, OMSI's loading something big. Oh, no, maybe not. A Buintot. What's that mean? Oh. Oh, I've just figured out what these are, these barriers. They're toll booths, aren't they? Because in France they don't pay road tax, they pay, they have a lot of toll booths, don't they? I've just worked out what these are. Oh, there's another 50k sign again. Oh, now we're really going into the countryside. France is quite a countryside-y place, I think. I've been to the north of France a couple times, like Calais and that sort of area. There's like, I swear there's like a massive aquarium in like Calais. I swear there is. Or somewhere near there. I can't remember what it's called, because it's obviously in French, but it's pretty good. I've been there a couple of times. Brought a pretzel, quite nice. This is Ensta. I guess that's like a research company or like a university or something. And the frame rates dip again. I'd like to know. I'd honestly like to know why. Like in certain places the frame rates are MLG, and in others they're like want to make you commit. Bonjour, monsieur. She likes me. That's what it is. Trying to chat me up. Did you actually have to cross lines? Oh, no. They have a lot of, like, dedicated bus roads. Because I don't know if bus roads are, like, exempt from speed limits. Because I'm doing like the speed limit advertised, but I seem to keep running late. So is it like a case of on bus lanes, like here there's like no speed limits? I wonder if frame rates are pretty abysmal right here. Nice, perked back up, yeah, it's fine. Oh, that's red. Oh well. I'm amazed I stopped. That was quite impressive. And it goes green. Thanks, bye. I want to know what that diamond means and the exclamation mark. And my OMSI's legit just come up with the loading screen. That's hilarious. It's a nice cycle here. This scenery is really good. It'd be nice if the announcements were a little clearer. I guess they've just been recorded from like a real life, like from my real life, I suppose. Nice buildings. I find that France tends to be very sort of rectangular. Like all of their buildings are rectangle. And like square and stuff. They're very like, they're not like no, not I was gonna say obtuse, then that's ridiculous. They're not like, they don't have odd shapes, you know, like everything's it's not like roofs and sort of like triangular roofs. Like it's all very square. I suppose this isn't a bad thing. I suppose it makes maintenance a lot easier than like roof tiles. Or is it just like that in like inner city? I don't really know. I've never sort of been outside of like cities when it comes to France. I guess this must be like a financial district. It kind of seems like that.
Prochain arrêt, Orme des Merisiers. Correspondance avec la ligne 91.
Now, I have no idea what the French do when it comes to roundabouts. I'm using UK procedures. But I really don't know. Because, like, I've always found that the French... I'm going to hit the curb. Oh, yeah, I'm going to hit the curb. There was no way I could have done that. That was quite tight. New conclusion, bad driver. Then again, when you're in bad like frame areas, it's quite hard to keep control. What I will say is if you have a mouse or a keyboard, or you drive with a mouse or keyboard, then best of luck to you. Because I honestly feel like you really do need a steering wheel. Because as you know, I've got my G27, and it's challenging enough with an actual steering wheel. That's not like a full 900 degrees. So yeah, best of luck for keyboard and mouse, because that's really not going to work. My echo keeps flashing at me because I've got it muted. Bit of, useless information past the time. I don't like the lack of people, the lack of passengers. It kind of triggers me. I mean, I know my settings aren't the highest, but in places like Apsley and Buses of the West, and even Scunthorpe 2016, they seem to suffice pretty well. They seem to suffice pretty well, these settings, so I don't really know what that's all about. I've got hiccups, that's not good. Oh, that's tighter than I expected it to be. And can we not get on the curve, thank you. There's a lot of these like style of lights. I wonder why all their junctions are like checkered like that. That's pretty weird. They're all checked. That's pretty weird. Everything's just bus. It's all bus. I mean, do the French like rely on buses as opposed to, are they more like buses instead of cars? I don't really know. Maybe that's something somebody else knows. Anybody here? Obviously not. There seems to be people in the opposite direction, like heading back to the city, but not going out, which I suppose makes sense. Stopping and start. We've got a 70 speed limit now, 70k. That's going to be tight. And this is the open road. Why is there road markings on the side? Is that like their... I really need to read up on French like road markings and layouts and stuff. Voith doing what Voith does best and making a very loud retarder sound. Because for those who are wondering, the default buses, the default bands are Voith gearboxes. on here that they are voith. Which I think is more apparent in the EN92 than what it is in the D92. Whatever. This map loads exceptionally fast as well, which I quite like. And there's a McDonald's. Curie, what's that? Oh, it's not McDonald's, it's an Institute Curie. What's that, like some kind of cancer research institute or something? I know of like the Mary Curie, which is like a charity for cancer, but is that like an institute named after her or something? I don't really know. And a ridiculously large amount of buildings just loaded in, which is going to send frame rates going down. More ICI boards. Swear I've come across ICI before, as I've already said. I tell you what, the French got more roundabouts than what I thought. I didn't think they'd ever heard of roundabouts. Clearly I was wrong. I think if you're on a low-spec PC, like what I am, it may well be worth ticking that box that says limit all textures to 256 megs. Because these are, well, I would say knocking on the door of 4K textures. They might not be 4K, but they're definitely high-definition textures, which OMSI doesn't like at the best of times. Couple that with a very low-spec GPU, and you're not in for the most amazing sort of time. But I dare say, I feel like my PC is coping pretty well with it, considering this is like Freeman level of buildings here. I guarantee if you fired this up in editing, these buildings would be low poly. That's what makes the Freeman's buildings so bad. It's not that they're high poly, because they're not. They're really low poly. It's the textures that makes them laggy, because the texture size it plays a very important role in how many frames you get in games, especially like CPU, GPU intensive games like OMSI. Ooh, okay, jumping bus, not good, not good, not good. Well, there's nobody here, so I'm just going to speed straight through. Next stop. I wonder why you have to like press it twice, it's pretty weird. I had a dead brake with it. I put my foot on the brake and nothing happened. Do we need to change lane? No, we don't. Because doing that would put us on the very wrong side of the road. I would assume we go down here. What are all these dedicated bus lanes? This is amazing. I'd definitely say this map is up there with some of the best I've driven, despite the bad frames. I mean, these objects, like these buildings, everything, pretty good. The thing is, now I've been to like France, sort of done this map. Every single time, like when I next go to France, I'm going to automatically look at the buildings and see if they're decent. Now that's heading us straight down. Where do we go? Do we go right down here? Yeah, we do. We're in the 11s territory now as well, which is the other route on here. Of course, no people as sort of thing. What she's saying is change here if you want to get some croissants and coffee. I'm pretty sure this is going to be like a full speed route, or like a full speed road. Full speed being we actually hit the speed limiter. Until like here. I think we're here. I think this is where we terminate. Yeah, it is. I like the custom size, that's quite nice. Yeah, Plateau de Mod Terminus 9106C, that's cool. Right, that's a curve. Jesus. I guess we just stop here. Right then, that is the 9106C on the new 9106 Express map, which can be found for free on Steam. All you need to go is to your OMSI, find more DLC in store, and click on it, and just press download. It will not, for some reason, let you download it straight as you click on the list of DLCs. You actually have to click into it and then press download. I don't know why that is, and sometimes what you have to do is once you've pressed download, you have to go back to the page for OMSI, then uncheck the not installed, and then recheck the installed thing, and then it'll install it. I don't really know why that is. It's what I had to do, but whatever. Overall, it's a decent map. Could it do with optimization work? Yes, it could. But then again, is it going to run well on a decent spec PC? I think so. There needs to be some work to the people. I think there needs to be some improvement as to how many people there are at like bus stops and stuff. For whatever reason, doesn't seem to be very many. Repaint's very nice. I like the leaves. I like the way the destination boards have been done. Apart from the fact that the destination is pretty small to read, but whatever. Thank you very much. I apologise as always for any abysmal frame rates. And until the next video comes out, thank you very much, and bye-bye.